Today, I'm here with one of the most successful young women I ever met in my life, Miss Margarita. How are you doing today?
I'm great, how are you?
Last time you were on the channel, your business was doing around $1 million a month. And last month, how much did your business generate in sales?
We generated $3 million in sales last month.
You came a long way in a real short time. Can you actually show the viewers maybe some of these results?
Yes, absolutely. This is my Shopify dashboard for the year.
12 million in a year. Can you break that down a little bit, what that business is and how you guys actually make money?
So we're doing the dropshipping model, which pretty much means that whenever someone orders from us, a supplier overseas ships the product to our customer.
And what type of products have been the most successful in your career of doing dropshipping?
I have tested over 200 products, and out of all of them, the products that have always worked the best for me are problem-solving products, specifically that solve insecurities.
And how many years have you been doing dropshipping?
I started at the end of 2018.
Wow, so only in like 5 years, you've taken this business now to over $10 million a year.
Oh yeah.
I want to take it back to the beginning, back in 2018, and hear your whole story about how you got started. So let's take a walk and talk about it. So tell me about your background. How did you get started in this game of entrepreneurship, and where were you born at?
So I was born in Colombia. I'm actually a US refugee. I came here for my safety. My family was forced to come here. I'm so thankful for my parents for bringing me here and literally leaving everything behind for my safety. As soon as I started making money, it was just giving back to them.
And now, at this point, what are some of the things you've been able to do for your parents?
The first thing, my mom got a new shoulder, my dad got 2 new knees, and then they got a house.
I'm sure they're super proud of you. What type of money was they making when they came to the US? No type of money like you make today.
Honestly, no. I remember my senior year of high school, my mom had her W-2 laying on the table, and it said $21,000 for a family of 4. But all I know is that they did their best to make sure that I was good, and I never felt low income, if that makes sense.
So tell me about that journey of going from 0 to making your first million.
I saw other people doing it. Honestly, when I got into entrepreneurship, it was a lot of dudes on YouTube, you know? I was like, honestly, if these guys can do it, I can definitely do it.
You started this with your boyfriend, right?
I started actually by myself. I started my own store by myself, and I was doing Google ads. And it got to a point that he was running his store, he was doing good. I was running my store and I was doing good. And together we were like, what if we did this together? Could we do really, really good? So we finally just started doing it. We started selling the 9-in-1 push-up board together. That was like kind of our first product together. And it blew up. We both had our highest month that month when we started doing it together. And we've just been doing it together ever since.
So for somebody that's watching this video right now that wants to start their own dropshipping store, can you give them a blueprint for getting started?
So the first thing you need to get started with dropshipping is find a product that has demand. Like I said earlier, anything that solves a problem or solves an insecurity that someone might have is gonna be your best bet. The next thing is double down on short form content, TikTok content, Reels, because you're just one viral video away from making your first $1,000 online.
I would agree with that. And if you're a woman watching this video, Margarita's story is a shining example of what's possible. But wait till you see who we talk to next and how they took their business to millions of dollars in sales.
I right now am known as the booty queen. I actually innovated a technique and a safe technique on how to do gluteal enhancement without surgery.
How many clients do you guys bring in a month at this point?
About 8 to 10 patients a day, and I'm pretty consistent unless they fly me out somewhere to teach or I'm doing booties around the United States as well, so it kind of depends.
How much does a business like this bring in per month?
Anywhere between 75,000 up to 200,000, depending on if I'm here or not, but most of my booties are $7,500 and I do it in about 12-15 minutes.
That's a good deal.
I'm happy with it.
That's a good deal, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I definitely want to go back and hear the whole story about how you started it and got to this level, but maybe first you can show us around the office and show us where you do these procedures at.
Absolutely.
Taylor, show this real quick. This stuff looks crazy to me. I was watching one of your videos and I saw this is what you inject people with, right? Can you explain what this actually is?
So I use a product called richest. It's actually a biostimulator, so different from all the products on the market right now.
So you were one of the first people or the first person to do this procedure?
Absolutely. So it was in 2018-19 when I was developing it. And then actually I got my patent and my trademark for the Bella Vita Instant BBL over here.
Cool. Tell me about what it was like for you when you were first starting in your career.
So I come from a very, very poor family. We moved from Brazil. We were in a 1-bedroom apartment. When I was looking at your story, I had something similar happen. So when I was living in Tampa, I moved back to Miami and I didn't have an apartment. I had 7 credit cards that were completely cashed out, like $20,000 and above. and I had just gotten my car repoed because I didn't have enough money.
Wow.
So I started working at different clinics trying to, you know, raise my bank account. And I was living with my cousin for a year. Thank God she's an angel.
Yeah.
Saved me. I paid everything off and then started, you know, the business, and I just kept growing. Right after COVID, I don't know what happened, but everybody was like, yo, my body and my face is falling. You need to lift this up. So I did this on a couple of influencers. You know, we got a lot of OnlyFans girls around here, and they were obsessed with it. So they've come back, they've sent their friends, and it kind of just blew up.
Yeah, I know you definitely love the success of OnlyFans now in the market. It's probably like some of your biggest clients.
Biggest clients. They got money to spend, and it's like their body. So they're selling something that they're investing in. So I love it for them.
Do you think it's a tax write-off for OnlyFans models to come and get something from you?
So technically, if you're using your body for something, you can have a tax write-off if you have a good accountant.
This next woman turned $200 into a $100 million empire. And she invited me to her house here in Miami to explain exactly how she did it. So let's see. It's a nice door. I need one of these doors at my house. Hey.
Hello.
Dr. Tracy, good
Yes,
to see you.
good to
Thank
see
you for
you,
having us
Jordan.
at the house.
Absolutely. I am Dr. Tracy Lynn, and I ran a large direct selling company, Tracy Lynn Fashion Jewelry. We started $200 investment. We grew that business to $100 million.
So from 200 to 100 million. Take me back to 200. What was life like when you were first getting started on this journey?
With my mother, it was rough. Single mom. She did, you know, the best she could, and we had to eat that government cheese, and we made some good grilled cheese sandwiches. The cheese didn't melt, but we ate it anyway, and that crazy peanut butter in the can, that was what it was. She always painted the bigger picture for me. So I grew up, maybe to others it sounds like a rough story, but when somebody is constantly telling you that you gonna make it and that you're smart and that you got it, you believe it.
That's definitely the difference maker. Like my mother is the same way growing up. She always made me feel as if I could do whatever I believed.
Well, I'll tell you what, there has been 3 iterations of me on this journey. And it wasn't that I didn't have the right formula of product, I didn't have the right formula of me.
When you first started selling jewelry, I heard that you were selling it out of Tupperware containers. Is that true?
That is true. I did start selling it out of the Tupperware container in the church, passed it around in the choir stand. And then it came back full of money. And I got more and I reinvested, and that investment was my $200. I've been fortunate enough to have over 100,000 women in my jewelry business. And some people say, you can't make that kind of money in jewelry. Oh, you can. But I had to be the best person. I had to be the right person in terms of not letting opinions and negativity get in my head. That took me a minute. What J. Paul Getty said, he said, I prefer to have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. There's only so much time in a day and only so much I can do. And I had a love for people. And I had a desire to help other people. Just like you said, we came from low income environments, and I didn't know any millionaire who had it and lost it or whoever had it. But I believed that I could get it and I could do it, and how I could do it was by partnering with other people to get there, and that was the model.
Well, this video is about women in business and women entrepreneurs, and there are many women that's going to be watching this video that are so inspired by your story, and men too. You know, guys, I know you're watching too. If you can give one message to the viewers, what would it be?
I would say believe in yourself. Trust that dream that just will not go away. Take a chance. Stop asking for everybody's opinion, because everybody's not going to agree. They can't see the dream that's in you. Go ahead, surround yourself with the right people, and step out and find out you really can do it. Subscribe.